Good evening guys, it's PTG-Gobbo here, back with a unboxing and tutorial mixed video. I've got the Army Painter wet palette for Christmas this year, and I wanted to do a video opening the box and then setting it up so that we can use it in our painting videos, which would be quite cool. So here we go. So it's quite a cool box. Again, it comes with hydro foam and hydro sheets, which I'll show you in a second. I quite like some of the Army Painter stuff. It seems to be quite well made, and it's not a bad price as well. So the box itself comes with loads of little tool guides as well, and painting guides, so we might have a look at them in the future. Oh, something else. So it's got these hydro sheets here. What is that, the pad? That's the hydro foam, beg your pardon. So it's got one in there. Then we've got the actual box itself, which is really well made. I've had it on the desk for a couple of days and just tried it out and see just like where it would fit and how I would get used to using it. It's got this little band here which keeps everything together, which is quite cool. So if I just open them up, there we go. So we've got the base tray. We've also then got a brush holder, more sheets, and a hydro foam in there already. So the hydro foam, it feels like a normal foam but a little bit more dense, so it's got a little bit more cardboard sort of feel to it, but I don't think it would matter. And I imagine these little sheets are going to be almost identical to like greaseproof paper, but we'll open one up and have a look. Yeah, it's pretty much just baking paper or greaseproof paper, depending on which country you come from. So that'll sit on there in a second. And again, that's a spare hydro foam, which is not too bad. So what we're going to do first then, so we've got our little hydro foam there. We've got some water, and the instructions say just to fill it up enough just to get it wet. So we're going to see how much that takes. Just get it all over. Not so it's drowning, but so there's enough in there to keep it damp, let it soak it up. I've never used wet palettes before. It's something that I've always been meaning to try, and it's just lucky that I got one for Christmas this year. Otherwise I would have tried to make my own, which I may still do a video about, which is still quite cool. So it's nice and damp, which is quite cool. We then get our greaseproof hydro paper, trademark, and then spread them out nicely. Just a little bit of the water just to make them a bit damp. Then smooth all the wrinkles out. See, that's not too bad. Again, for first attempt, it looks alright. A bit more water on top. Just try and smooth some of these wrinkles out, really. But it looks okay, I guess. So a lot of the Army Painter stuff seems to be aimed at like beginners and stuff like that, which is not bad, or just people that want good value. Good value, that's a good term. Good value painting stuff. But it seems to do the job, so that's our little tray. So I'm going to try some paint on there in a moment and just see what happens to this. Got a little ultramarines blue there, so we'll give that a little dab and see what happens. So apparently you just put a little bit on, and the actual palette itself should be enough to keep the consistency nice. Yeah, look at that. So it's drawing moisture from the pad, so I don't have to wet the brush over much. I can just keep going back and adding more, or it's staying consistent. Yeah, I'm actually quite impressed with that. Yeah, quite happy with that, guys. So, I'll wash the brush. Okay. So one of the other things that I quite like about this one here is that it has the little paints stand on there as well, so you can cover that over. Again, as long as you've not got really, really thick paint, it should be fine. You can then put your millions of brushes that you have acquired over the past couple of years. If you're interested in what brushes I use, etc., it depends on what's on offer, really, to be honest. These ones are the Scepter Golds by Winsor & Newton. They work out at around about £3 a brush, which is really, really cheap. And they're good quality. They're not anywhere near Series 7s of the Winsor & Newtons, but good value for money. And again, yes, you're going to burn through them a bit quicker, but in combination with your brush cleaning techniques, you can make them last quite a while. And I find I prefer knowing that I'm not going to wreck an expensive brush. I can use a cheaper brush, and if it does break, then that's fine. But so we got our lid again, and we're going to use our trusty Army Painter waistband thingy. That keeps it all together, so again, nice and neat and safe, so no water leakage or anything like that, which is quite good. So we're going to just open them up again and imagine using it on the go, per se. So yeah, so again, same principle. So yeah, it stayed nice and wet, which is good. Again, you can come back to it. Again, the advert says that you can use it for anywhere up to a week to 2 weeks, which I haven't tested. I don't know if that is the case, but it seems in the short 5 minutes I've been playing with it that it's quite a nice Christmas gift. So there we go, guys. I will be putting more reviews up later on in the future. Anything you guys want me to review, please put in the comments. I'd love to do more on here, show you different ways of looking after different things. I've got a brush tutorial coming up soon about how to clean your brushes. I hope you like the new setup. It's quite cool and allows me to be a little bit more interactive with you guys while you're watching and listening. If there's anything that you want to see, so model wise or converting, or even just basic things like how to use washes, or how to dry brush something, or how to add a mushroom to a base, anything you could think of, I'd love to do a little tutorial for it. But for now, guys, thank you very much. This isn't a paid advert by the Army Painter, but for a good value for money, it gets a thumbs up from me. I quite like it, and we'll see what happens in the future. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.